Solving exponential equations level 1. So this one is going to ask you to solve for x, rounding to the nearest hundredth. Again, we're going to want to use our Desmos calculator for this since we're going to have to type in a log. But before we can type anything in, we need to do some adjustment. I want to get this piece by itself so I can rewrite it as a log. So first thing I need to do is divide by 94 on both sides. So then you're left with 10 raised to the 3x equals 70 over 94. I'm just going to leave that as a fraction for now instead of dividing it out. Now I'm going to rewrite this as a log. So this is the base, so this becomes log base 10 of this side, 70 over 94 equals the exponent, so equals 3x. Now this part here, we can use our Desmos calculator and type it in. I'll show you how I do that. So I need to go here. Now this is the same screen that you would graph on, but it'll just give you a numeric answer. So to type it in, I need to open up the keyboard at the bottom, click on functions, and you want log with the little base of a. That way you can type in the base. So this is log base 10. And then on the inside, I want 70 divided by 94. And there it tells you it's negative 0.128 equals 3x. So I type that in there. And here on my paper, I've just taken all of this and simplified it to this. Now your last step is to divide by 3 so that you can solve for x. So we're going to go back here. I'm going to go just in my next one, negative 0.128 divide by 3. And it wants you to go to the hundredths. That means 2 numbers after the decimal place, negative 0.04. And we can submit. Now the Desmos is going to show you something a little bit more complicated. I mean, not Desmos, Delta Math, because it doesn't allow you to type it in the way Desmos does. So you can follow this if that makes sense to you, or you can follow the method that I showed you. I'll show you one more, just so that you can see that again. So here is our next problem. Same structure. So we have 9 times 10 raised to the x divided by 2 equals 26. So the goal is to get this by itself so I can write it as a log. So first thing I need to do is get rid of the multiply by 9 by dividing by 9. So that leaves 10 raised to the x divided by 2 equals, on this side, again, I could simplify that, I could make a decimal. I'm just going to leave it as a fraction. Now that I have the exponent by itself, I'm going to write this as a log. So log, the base is 10 of the other side, 26 divided by 9 equals x divided by 2. So now you have 2 options here. You could type this in just this side as is and then multiply both sides by 2. But I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 2 to start with. So I have a 2 times log base 10 of 26 over 9. That way I only have to deal with the calculator once. Now I can type that whole thing in to the Desmos calculator. So I need 2 times, and then I'm going to grab the log function, base 10, and on the inside 26 divided by 9. And it gives you 0.92 because it wants just 2 decimal places. You may have to round up if that third number is greater than 5. But here it's not, so we're going to submit. So that is how you solve level 1 exponential equations.